What up, Facebook? What up, YouTube and all the social media networks? Is TMDE, NBA and Cleveland Cavaliers edition, February 2022. Wow, we doing it different this week. Usually we get on the Browns, but we're gonna turn it around a little bit and try to enjoy the season and give y'all a different perspective. I got my boy Aaron Sims. Aaron, let him know what's good, baby.
What's up? What's up? Love you to life. Let's get it.
No doubt. And don't forget, shout out to Christy Acutie and Pete Barker from BOF, Browns Fans Only. And it is what it is. And I also got to get to the sponsors. Sponsored by Volpini Law Firm for all your needs as far as personal injury and real estate, the best in Northeast Ohio. And off subject, I got to give a shout out. Everybody knows what's going on in the world right now. The Ukraine is under attack. They've been invaded. Russia's in the building. And we're not being political, but I just want to give a shout out and a prayer to the people who've been displaced from their homes, and some of them don't want to fight, and the prime minister wants them to fight, and we just got to think about some of the implications that might occur when it comes to the United States and how we feel about this whole thing. But anyway, let's get to it. So it's NBA edition, Cavs. Wow, Aaron, my brother, man. We got to get to the first question. But before we get to that, please like and subscribe. Love us, because we love you, and it is what it is. So my brother Aaron, you got the first question of the night, player. Right. The state of the union as far as the Cleveland Cavaliers is concerned. What are they still missing on this team, man? What do you think the needs are? Are they complete or are they not complete?
I think they just need some experience, man. I think Kobe Altman did a great job with his draft picks. I look at all the major parts they have are under 25 years old. The only one that's 27 is Levert, and that was just a trade acquisition. Everybody else is under 25. I like the fact that they re-signed Garrett Allen. I like the fact they re-signed him. That makes the middle, pretty much taken care of for the next 3 or 4 years. So, really, I think they're up and coming team. I still think they're one and done. I still think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they're in the top 4 in the East, but I do think they're very exciting. I'm happy for Cleveland, and I'm, happy for my team. I'm glad they all came together. It was a long road. I didn't understand what he was doing. When he drafted Garland, I said, "Well, you got Sexton," and then I didn't realize what a player Garland was because I didn't get to see him much in college. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and I couldn't have been more wrong about Evan Mosley. I thought he was just an average player. I didn't know he was what he is. And to me, he's a young KG, and maybe even a little better. I like him. I like him a lot. I like the young Cavs.
No doubt. Yeah. Wow. As you well know, I agree with you, but I got to kind of elaborate. Me and your boy, man, we was down at NBA All-Star Weekend. Oh my God. And it was, we got it in. It was epic, man. It was epic. We ran into some celebrities and stars that I grew up with as a child, man. And it was fabulous. Dominique Wilkins and, James Worthy was down there. Shout out to my boy Bryce Weatherspoon and Brad Johnson and them. And we got to talk to the glove, but hopefully you'll get to see Gary Payton will hopefully appear on the show, and that's going to be wonderful. Ran into a Brown fan, ran into Eric Metcalf. It was just such a great time. No doubt. Channing Frye, man, they was in there. We buying drinks. We was tossing it up. But it is what it is. But anyway, to go back to what you were saying, since NBA, the Cavs won that. They won that with the skills challenge. Yeah. And like you said, Mobley showed that he could actually shoot, which kind of blew me away. So I'm wondering now in the lineup, why they don't give him more opportunities to take some threes, to shoot the jumper. And, they're playing 7 bigs in there. And I don't have a problem with that. They're bringing that old school basketball flavor back where, people like to run a small lineup and whatnot. And they bringing that old school back. And it's working. But, we dropped the last 3, as you well know. The Cavs are playing right now. We're playing the Wizards right now, right? Yeah. So what's the score back there, player?
The score is 23-18, Wizards up.
Okay. Well, we're not too far behind, but it is what it is. And I feel this team, the chemistry is great. We got a lot of young talent. I want Sexton to come back. Hopefully he can come back off that injury, because in that backcourt, him and Garland, hopefully his back gets better.
Yeah, he's just urgent.
No doubt. And I still think they need another shooter, bro. What you think? I still think they need somebody who can kind of create more of a shot. I don't expect Rondo to do it. We lost a Rubio. I don't. What you think about that? You think we got everything it takes?
I really think they just need a proven veteran that knows how to win and teach them how to win. You gotta learn how to win in the NBA. You know, we watched LeBron, come up and, just to get close but no cigar. He went, like he said, he went to Miami and learned how to actually win a championship.
No doubt.
We've seen it over and over again. We watched Jordan go through his growing pains against Boston and against the Pistons. So I think they're going to go through those growing pains to learn how to win. But I think they have this superstar with Mosley. When we talk about playing with bigs, everybody talks about Twin Towers, 2 7-footers, but we can play 3 because
marketing
is a 3, and he can shoot. And he shoots the rocket. He's 7 foot. I believe that Evan Mosley would be more. If he wasn't such a great defender, he would be better at the 3 because he can shoot and he can move and he can dribble. But he's such a great down low defender. They're playing him at the 4. So I think they got interchangeable parts. I think when they all get healthy, I think we'll see a great team. I really want them to keep Sexton. I really want him to. I think that him and Garland can coexist. I mean, when you look at the numbers, they did good. They did well together. And Sexton's talking about maybe even coming off the bench, adding a spark to that second unit. So I just like where the Cavs going, and hats off to Kobe Altman. Excuse me.
Yeah, Kobe Altman. Yeah, he pulled it out. I did not expect this, man, and I'm. It's hard to kind of. You want to ride the train, man, but you don't want to jump on yet because you don't know the destination. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You just riding. Where's it going?
It's my squad anyway. I mean, to make the playoffs to me is a big step. You think about it. We haven't made the playoffs without LeBron since like '93. I mean, man. That's a long time.
93? You mean the 2000s, man, when he came back the second time?
No.
We haven't made the
playoffs without LeBron since around 93 when they had Mark Price and all those and all those people. What I mean? We had LeBron and we made the playoffs, but out of 11 seasons, he only got 1 championship with us. So it's not like just because LeBron's here, we're gonna win. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, I'm just saying it's a big step to go to the playoffs without a LeBron James, because that's saying that we're going back to the old Cavs, back to Richfield when they were good all the time in Richfield. They were always good. It's just they could never get over the top.
Yeah, that's the Ron Harper and Brad Daugherty and stuff like that, man. That was classic. They were a very complete team back then. Yeah,
they should have won.
Jordan
did that shot on Elo. I think that was our year. We had the best record in the league that year. Yeah, and we was complete. And I think that would have been nice. But Michael Jordan does what he do.
No doubt. Yeah, one of my doctor friends, he used to play golf with Elo, man, and he said he used to tease him all the time about that, though. But it is what it is. So, all right, let's move on to the next question. The question of the day, as you well know, LeBron came down here and was talking, I won't say cash money, but gave the city of Cleveland some hope, man. He says he wants to come back. He wants to spend that last year. He want to play with Bronny. Is Bronny that good? But before we get to that, do you think the city of Cleveland wants to return to King James, man? What you think about that, bro?
Oh, the city, yeah. Because the city, economically, yeah, they want LeBron to come back because every night you got everything full. We got that. You seen what Cleveland can be when it's a big event. It's a beautiful place to be, a nice place. Got good places to go.
$100 million.
Yeah, and with LeBron there, I'm telling you, every night. Of course they want that, but for the team, no. Yeah, the team, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it for the team, but for the city, yeah. I mean, it's going to keep it going. For the team, I think it would stun our growth a little bit, but adding depending on what you got to lose, because adding arguably the best player in the NBA, is never going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't just act like that's the thing. I wouldn't go after it. As far as Bronny, as a freshman, he looks real nice.
Okay.
Looks real nice. as a freshman. I've seen him do some things in the last few weeks that he hadn't done before. So he got a lot of room to grow. You know, of course, you know, no one is his father. No one is. You know, no one was like his father. But I could see him being the first pick in the draft in 3 years. Because it comes with LeBron. That's why. Because the economic, you know, the views, and he's that good. He's actually good enough. He's good enough that's worth the first round pick, and then adding his father on, that's the first pick in the draft. You know. Yeah. Because
do you think? But is that the right thing to do? Just because, see, I don't want to be handcuffed. You know, Cleveland was handcuffed for a long time.
First of all, Cleveland's not going to be there. That's not going to happen. Cleveland's not going to be able to draft Bronny. As long as they got Evan Mosley on the team, they're not going to be there. They're not going to have the first pick in the draft. So Cleveland can forget about drafting Bronny and then get.
You think Bronny? So you think Bronny would be a first round, like first round pick, like a high first round?
Okay, if you can get Michael Jordan to your team by drafting his son, no matter how good his son is, would you?
I don't know, man.
You know what? Because we think about economics. We thinking about building a team and attention. You know what I mean? Everybody's attention hounds. They act like they can't live without attention nowadays. That's what's gonna come. I mean, if you put him on any team right now, you put Bronny on any team, automatically they got some prime time games. And then adding that his father is gonna come in. Who doesn't want to see LeBron and his father play? Who doesn't want to have that together in their franchise? You know what I mean? No matter what team it is, they want that money. You know, we're fans because we like the game, but you know, owners get into this to make a little bit of cash. You know what I mean? Tax write-off and cash. So they're gonna go make some money. And
no, my bad. Go ahead.
Now, do you know any other freshmen just off the bat that you see in the radar that's worth Bronny and his daddy?
I get you, bro, but my thing is this though: is that let's say, okay, let's look like this. So Bronny got maybe 3 years tops.
Yeah, he got three more years.
Because I think it's got to be one and done, right?
If it's one and done, it's 4 because he's only a freshman.
No, he's a junior, man.
He's a freshman at Sierra Canyon. This is freshman year.
I thought Bronny was his junior. You sure, bro?
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, he's a junior, man.
He's a junior.
So you figure he knock his senior out, and then he do one and done. He could be 2, 3. He could be in the mix, you know. And what type of LeBron James are we getting at that point in time? Don't get me wrong. He takes care of his body.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
He's a tank. But
that's 2 years.
For the sake of the team, what if the Cavs go to the finals this year? What if the Cavs?
Cavs not getting them. Cavs not getting it. Cavs not getting them. I mean, if the Cavs
every time you do that, every
time I do that, I mean, I think I've been right a lot. But I mean, to be honest, I've been right more than wrong. I mean, come on, now, let's get it right. Let's get it right. What I've been wrong about?
I told you about them Bengals. It's all video. I said
they lost. They lost.
But they got there. You was like, man, they ain't gonna do shit. And then when I said the Rams, you was like, they ain't gonna do shit.
They glorified last place. They're glorified last place. Second place is glorified last place. They ain't do shit. I mean, for real, fuck them.
All right.
Nah, fuck the Bengals, man. I ain't fuck that shit. I ain't cheering for nobody in our division, man. Man, come on. Anyway.
All right. I'm just making a point. I'm just trying to say.
But Cavs not gonna be bad enough. They're not gonna be in the lottery to get Bronny. I would love to see Bronny come here and LeBron come back with this team 2 years mature. Hell yeah. You ain't gonna get no better free agent than LeBron James. Let's quit acting like LeBron James ain't LeBron James. I know we don't like him like that, but let's not act like let's not act like it ain't LeBron James. Let's quit playing like he ain't LeBron. Like you wouldn't want him right now. Like, I mean, we actually, you know, talking about would we want him with this team? Think about it. We got happy when we got LeVert. You imagine getting LeBron instead of LeVert on this team with these young boys? Now we got a chance to win the East. Not winning the East, they one and done.
Okay. You know what? I can agree with you for right now, but you see the potential. Yeah, if they get to the playoffs this year, more likely one and done, possibly. And I feel you. I got you. But maybe next year. And I'm not saying a lot of it because you can always trade some shit too. And I'm not sure, like you said, I know you said Bronny is this and that. You know, I try to watch him every now and then. I don't know if he's gonna be that good to where somewhere down the line the Cavs can't finagle something. And like you said, LeBron want to come back that bad. You know he gonna put his foot in it. You know he gonna put his foot in it some type of way. Okay, I'm gonna retire in Cleveland, and Bronny gonna be in Cleveland with me. And I get it. The nostalgia around that is fire. I understand that. But I'm just saying for the team, the way the team is playing now, are we going to go back to ISO ball again? The same stuff we're doing? Is LeBron going to take the point away from Garland and Sexton? Is that what we really want to see?
Have you watched LeBron this year? LeBron's not on the ball this year. And he almost leads the league in scoring because he's not playing on the ball. LeBron is an adaptable basketball player, and he's a smarter basketball player than probably anybody in the league. You think he's gonna use his common sense when he sees these boys running like they running? He might come in and get 20 points off the ball. Okay. You know, he ain't gonna.
You think he'll come off the bench? Will he come off the bench or he won't start?
What 3 guard better than him? Like, let's be real. Let's play. Let's be serious about
That's
this
a
shit.
3, but he
like who the fuck you gonna sit in LeBron James though? Come on, man. Lori marketing. You gonna start marketing. You gonna start marketing. That's our starter. You gonna start. Who you gonna start? Isaac Okoro.
I didn't say that.
No, nobody's starting over LeBron. No.
I didn't say that.
No lineup.
At the 3, but he not the point man. No, he not the point guard.
He's not playing point. 3 ain't the point. Garland's the point.
But when LeBron is here, though, he's the ball.
You talking about 5 years ago? LeBron is not playing on the ball right now because he's adapting. He knows he's the agent. Remember last year he kept getting ripped.
Yeah.
He stopped. He don't be on the ball now. He comes off the ball, get the ball, make a shot.
I just want you to make sense of it. That's all.
LeBron is one of the smartest basketball players that ever played. He know his certain things are diminishing, but LeBron's numbers aren't diminishing. Why? Because he's a smart basketball player. He wouldn't be controlling the ball with Darius Garland. Darius Garland, irky jerky styles, what makes the Cavs go. You think he gonna turn that out? You think he gonna distinguish that? This ain't Boobie Gibson. You know what I mean?
I heard that.
He got an actually all-star point guard. I mean, no.
But he would let Garland or them take the Kyrie type role. And I'm not saying he can't.
It would be more than a Kyrie role because Kyrie like playing off the ball. It would be more than a Kyrie role. He know if he came in here, he would be off the ball. He would play like a regular 3. You know, he wouldn't be known as ISO. The ball got to keep moving. Now, if he gonna come here and turn into an ISO, LeBron dribble down to his 2 seconds left in the shot clock type shit, no. But he ain't playing like that no more. He stopped that this year because he know he can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I had to pose the issue because people want to know. They're gonna want to know, man. Is he willing to adapt? And I hear what you're saying. Is he willing to adapt to Cleveland style of play? If he's willing to adapt, come on back home. I ain't got a problem. But if it's the LeBron James show, I don't know, man. So it's you're juggling balls, man. It is what it is. I just want to see what these young boys can do first. If they surprise us, maybe get out the first round into the second round. I think they can get out the first round, but like you said, I don't think it might be a one and done. It's looking kind of bad right now because they're injured, but I'm hoping. I would like to see that because nobody expected the Cavs to be doing what they're doing right now, even though we dropped the last 3. Nobody expected.
Who you think is the top 4 teams in the East? Now, I think Milwaukee. I got the 76ers. I got Brooklyn. Okay. I got Brooklyn.
Okay.
And then I got the Miami Heat.
Oh, okay.
You think they can beat any of them in the series right now?
I'm glad you said that. Which leads us to our next question. Does the acquisition of James Harden to the 76ers make them a legitimate threat in the East? Now, since we own that and we working around, so let's go to the 76ers right now. James Harden, you and I both know he's a great regular season player all day. But when it comes to the playoffs, he just start choking, man. With OKC and Miami I don't know where he was at. He had so many shots. Houston should have beat the goddamn. They should have had the Warriors. They had the Warriors, and they fucked it up. And now you get out to the super team. You get up to Brooklyn and get what? They got rid of him. So now he's with the 76. Embiid, dude, I didn't know Embiid could knock them. Dog.
Sure.
I was blown away. Like, damn, Embiid is killing. He killed us, and we wasn't rarely. He didn't even have to go interior. He was just shooting the three. I was like, I didn't know Embiid had it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, so now that Harden's with the 76ers, and he dropped 27 the other night. Do you think who's the number one seed? Who you think is like, where's the Cavs gonna fall into play?
I think the Cavs fall fifth. I actually think they fall fifth.
So who's okay? You said fifth. So
I think Miami's ahead of them.
Okay.
I think Jimmy Buckets. I don't think they can beat them.
Okay.
I think that the 76ers are ahead of them. I think Brooklyn is ahead of them. I actually think they're behind Boston. And you definitely got to put the Bucks ahead of them. I mean, you think about it. Can they beat Boston in a series? I don't know. You know what I mean? We got, Boston. Hey, Boston pretty good.
They beat Milwaukee earlier, man.
Well, they beat them in the game, but that don't mean you're gonna beat them. They're the defending champs. They're not good as Milwaukee.
No doubt.
So, yeah, I think the Cavs. Looking at it now, they're sixth in my head. You see what I'm saying? Ooh. They're one and done.
We only need 8. We only need 8 to get in.
No, they're getting in the playoffs, and you need what you can play in the play-in if I think you're 9 and 10. But I'm just saying. They're one playoff series and out, and that'd be good because they made the playoffs for the first time without LeBron James since back in the 90s, and that's great. Next year, I think they'll be in the top 4. I mean, they'll be a year older. Evan Mosley, I think, is going to make a big jump from being a star to a superstar next year. I think Garland is on his way to being a superstar.
He made the All-Star.
Yeah, I definitely think that that Allen definitely, I think he's a superstar. So they're gonna have their 3 superstars to me, and I think they'll be able to compete for the East in the next 2 years. I think this year is one and done. They're gonna get some experience, but I don't think they're ready right now. I do think, and the question is, do you think? I think with Harden, if you look at last year with Joel Embiid in the playoffs, all he needed was a few points from Ben Simmons. And I think Harden can do that. Harden get them 20. He get that 20 that he need, and it's gonna make them compete. I actually think it's gonna be Miami and the 76ers competing at the end. I would almost throw the Bucks in there, but I like Miami. I like the way they deal.
So you don't think the Bucks could make a return visit, huh?
I think they're losing a little bit. I mean, they're not. They're good, but like people are starting to figure them out a little bit. I mean, I can't say Giannis. Giannis is probably one of the best players in the East. You know what I mean? And I like Middleton. I like their squad. And they are the defending champs. So I can't count them out. But I like Miami, and I think 76ers did a big thing when they got James Harden. And you can't count out Brooklyn. See, so it's up for grabs in the East.
All right. So now that you said the East, before we get to our final thoughts, what about the West, man? Who you think gonna come out the West?
I like to see Chris Paul get healthy and go ahead and win one with the Suns, man.
Okay.
I would like to see him get healthy and go ahead and get him a ring, man.
He had been knocking at the door for a long time, and I thought maybe last year it might have been a year, but to no avail. What about Golden State, man? You don't think Curry and them got enough firepower? What you think?
I think they do, but you asked me who I would like to see.
No doubt.
The Phoenix Suns, I think it's their turn. The Golden State's won. To me, it took a little flare off of Golden State when they got Kevin Durant and stacked the deck and won a couple. I didn't like that, so I really ain't feeling the Golden State Warriors. They good squad though, but I would like to see the Phoenix Suns go ahead and pull it off. Chris Paul.
No doubt. We're gonna have to hope on that. All right, my brother. Excuse me. Final thoughts before we end the show on this whole thing, man. Final thoughts on the NBA. Final thoughts on the Cavs. What's on your mind, my brother?
Hey, NBA action is fantastic. All-Star weekend. Couldn't have did it no better. Cleveland, big ups to you. Y'all pulled it off. Mm-hmm. Hey, it was beautiful. It was a good weekend, and hey, keep it going, Cleveland. Let's go, Cavs.
No doubt. It is what it is. My final thoughts, man. I want to see, like you said, I want to see these boys do something, man. I want them to get out from behind LeBron's shadow and prove that everything that Kobe Altman did, everything that the coach brings. What, the Beeline?
Yeah, Birdline. Birdline.
I want all that stuff to come, the fruits to come to bear. I want everybody to eat off the tree and get crazy.
You talking about? I'm sorry. You talking about Bickerstaff?
Yeah, Bickerstaff. Yeah, I said Berline. I forgot they fired his ass, didn't they?
Yeah, he's gone. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. You good, bro. So it is what it is, and I want to thank everybody for watching and supporting the show. You're gonna see, we're gonna kick it back to the Browns every now and then. We're gonna kick it back to the Cavs every now and then, and different stuff like that. If you like it, you like it. It is what it is. We thank you. We support you. We love you. And go Cavs, bitches.
They coming back.
Yeah, what's the score right now?
Let me see. I don't know. They haven't. I got a live stream, man. It's live. They ain't playing those score right now. They out there dancing.
Hopefully we can pull this out, man. It is what it is. And hey, we'll see y'all next week. We appreciate you. We love you. Holler back at your boy.
Peace.
Peace.
Stop all that war.